Aloha, everybody. Basically, the stock market continues to do the same thing that we don't want it to do as we rally. We just cannot close strong. Another very strong open, and once again, overall weak intraday session. It's getting kind of old because it's kind of hard to get too excited and too comfortable in our long positions when the market's acting like this. But a little bit of nervousness, I guess, is good. It allows the market to climb a wall of worry. And oddly enough, despite the market overall just being up a little bit on the Nasdaq today, 0.4%, the Russell 2000 was down 0.06%, the S&P 500 was down 0.15%, but somehow, fear pulled, in a little bit, but still it rallied from its intraday lows. So overall, there isn't a whole lot of fear out there, but it wasn't complacent either. But the market remains in a semi longer term uptrend, shorter term range bound. We are still under a neutral condition across the board as we're stuck in between the recent highs and lows going back to February and March. So while we trend around in there, it's going to probably be a little hard for us to gain any traction. But overall, the indexes still look okay. But okay doesn't make me happy or should make anybody happy or complacent. Moving on quickly to the sells, RCKY was a full sell yesterday, but I wanted it to move below the low a day intraday. It did, and I believe I got out around 2076. Obviously, the stock decided to reverse and close a little bit higher at 2095. But the mere fact that this stock didn't rebound immediately from its big sell-off yesterday is a warning sign ahead of earnings that things might not work out. But we'll see how it reacts tomorrow. It still has max extreme bop, but RCKY was fully taken out today on me to give us that full sell signal. And BIS intraday, it moved below the 3077 level, so I was at around 3075, 3076, closed at 3039. I saw it's trading below 30 now after hours, so that was a good move. And then today, VLTC went full on supernova. I want to show an arithmetic chart. If you guys remember, we made mention of it back here around the 230 level. Since then, it has gone up 515% since April 2nd. So in about 3 weeks, you've made 5 times the return on your capital. And if you don't realize what that is, if you had $1 million, you now have $5 million in less than a month. So not too bad. But since our long signal, the stock is now up 292% April 8th. This move is what a climax move looks like. It's parabolic. It's up huge. It's its biggest move of the entire uptrend on absolutely huge volume. Volume's already been huge every single day the entire uptrend, and today's volume was more than double the previous highest volume total of this uptrend, which was back on April 6th. So, well, it was almost double. I think April 6th it was like 15 million, and today it was 27 million shares traded hands. But you can see that I got all the way up to 19 intraday. That means that stocks moved from $2.30 to $19.20 in less than a month, and it closed at 16.18. That's a huge move off the highs, and to me, that's indicative of a stock that has topped. So VLTC, even if it moves higher, I'm going to go ahead and take all my profits here and just get out of the stock here. Just in case. I assume tomorrow is going to be a red day. I mean, look at that volume surge and price surge today. I mean, 55% in one day after already being up over 200%. That's pretty ridiculous. So besides that, there isn't really a whole much to do. We actually do have new long signals, but nothing's amazing. AVOL is a recent IPO. CanSlim quality stock that was also in my IPO and price volume BOP scan, so it was confirmed there. So that's going to be a 2.5% long position. It's giving its third pocket pivot point signal in about 6 sessions, so that's not too bad. And you can see BOP exploded higher to the green level, and volume and price moved nicely. So very good looking IPO chart, and it's acted excellent. And look at the intraday action of this stock since it opened. While you have a lot of beautiful wicks at the bottom, good big intraday positive reversals, you also have a lot of candle wicks at the top too. So it's not strong, it's not great, but it looks like, it continuously trends higher, that if it does break out, this one could really run. Excellent reward, limited risk position here. And then REGN, this stock first appeared in my CanSlim scan, but it's not technically a CanSlim quality stock. It only has an earnings per share rating, I believe, of 49. But if you look at the numbers, the huge earnings and sales growth and the big earnings and sales growth expected for the rest of the year in 2016, It's a CanSlim quality stock. I believe it's not CanSlim quality due to it not having 3 years of consecutive positive earnings growth. It had negative numbers, I believe, in 2012 or 13, or no, 2012 or 11. I can't remember, but I think that that's the reason why. But looks like it's a CanSlim quality stock to me, and it was confirmed in the pre-perfect speculator scan, and it was also confirmed in the high price stock scan, which looks for any stock over $100 a share. It's just a separate scan I have of extremely high price stock. So it was confirmed there. Only a 2.5% long position since it is not an official CanSlim quality stock. To become a 5% position, it would have had to have had a 70 EPS rating. So it's only 2.5%. And then we got two speculative long positions, CRCM. Big sales growth. Earnings aren't that great, but you know it's going to turn around with this kind of sales growth that this company has. Care.com, I guess it hooks up people across many states with hospice providers or whatever, home health care, blah blah blah. I don't really care. All I care about is the technical pattern. Huge volume surge with a big price reversal, confirming the support back here off the March lows that was also on huge volume with BOP going max green after that first day. Pulled back on lighter volume, and now we have a test of support. Huge volume, surge in BOP all the way to max green. Big price move. We only risk 5% if we're long. Longer term chart, you can see this stock used to be more volatile. Now up close, you can see it's less volatile. This is similar to Cara, where I was posting both the longer term and short term charts, and you can see Cara was up almost 8% today. And then also DRRX, one of the best looking signals I've seen in a long time. Sadly, it's up a lot today. It's up 8%, so it's risky. We already have a long position. This is an ad signal, so it's only 0.5% because it's just too risky to even put in a 1%, even though it was confirmed in the max green BOP scan, the 20 days BOP green scan, price volume BOP surge scan, and the new highs scan, which just looks for any stocks making new 52-week highs. So pretty good confirmation across the board. It's up too much today, so what I want to do is get it above two key pivotal levels. 205, so 206 is going to be one of my limit orders, and then right here 198, 199, so $2 is where I'm going to put another limit. So 0.25% of my account capital is going to be around the $2 level, and 0.25% is going to be around the $2.06 level. If we don't get it, and if it zooms higher immediately, we're just going to have to enjoy our small gains in the position we got off at like around $1.95. Unfortunately, it wasn't even 1% of the account capital because we were so heavily invested. But this is a beautiful chart. These are the chart patterns I'm looking for. I wish there were more of them. We don't get enough of them, and when we do get them, they're too risky. Oh well.